Hey there, besties. We got to talk. So, if you can believe it, The Root spoke about Big Tiff. Now, I haven't read the article yet. I really cannot believe that there is an actual Black publication besides us on YouTube that's actually talking about Big Tiff. Now, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad because typically The Root is of the Black people do nothing wrong. Title of this article is All the Alleged Schemes, Scandals, and Shenanigans That Keep the Chicago Area Super Mayor in the News. So, Dalton, Illinois Mayor Tiffany Henyard is facing 2 federal investigations into her spending habits, and that's not all. So, this is as of the 20th of June. Since taking office as mayor of Dalton, Illinois in 2021, Tiffany Henyard has had nothing short of a hectic term thanks to a slew of legal allegations coming against her. The self-proclaimed supermayor touts herself on her work to mend the community's housing crisis, secure American Rescue Plan Act funds for seniors and military veterans, as well as spearheading the construction of new developments to add more recreational gathering spaces for the community. However, despite all of her good service, the feds are investigating a series of allegations that she has a nasty spending problem, but not with her own monies, with taxpayers. That, on top of a recent lawsuit from a previous employee claiming wrongful termination for refusing to aid in her alleged political schemes, Henyard's reputation has been smacked left and right by claims of corruption. She's denied most, if not all, of the claims stacked against her, claiming she's got receipts to prove fact over fiction. If you want to keep track of the legal battle, here's 15 allegations Henyard is going up against. Okay, so thank God, because let me tell you, from this, it seems like they're doing their typical she does nothing wrong without pointing out what the hell it is that she's been accused of. And you can't be accused of all these daggone things and you trying to tell me ain't nothing true. Everybody's lying against Big Tiff. So let's go ahead and take a look. Even though we're well aware, it seems that the Root might not be as aware as we are. The first bombshell allegation to strike Henyard's office came in March 2024, alleging she misused taxpayer money to fund a series of her own personal and pricey expenditures, per the New York Post. Well, they're already all wrong, because the first bombshell was not in March 2024. It was last damn year in 2023 for us. And God knows what was going on before then. So this shows and proves that the Root ain't doing their due diligence, we shall call it. In March of 2024, village trustees requested a third-party investigator to look into suspicious spending around Henyard's trips, per the Washington Examiner. Specifically, they requested a look into a trip she took to Las Vegas with 2 other village trustees. A previous investigation into the trip found no wrongdoing, yet other trustees remain skeptical. The Root is being the Root. Do they even know that the trustees are Black, since they want to basically seemingly sound like they're supporting Big Tiff without knowing what the hell it is that they're talking about? In response to the allegations of spending taxpayer money, the board attempted to pass a resolution to investigate her spending. However, Henyard vetoed the resolution, claiming she was being personally attacked by the Boys Club, that is the village board, who she claimed was just trying to lead a smear campaign against her, per the New York Post. So the Root did absolutely no investigation into any of this, as we can tell, and all they're doing is saying this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is, with their little slant. Now, I never heard about the Boys Club, especially since there's on the board 3 women. Child, there's 3 old women on there. So where's this Boys Club coming from? Maybe I missed a child. The allegation of Henyard's alleged lavish spending also included a claim she used $1 million for a police detail for personal security. The former police chief, who was fired by Henyard, told Fox 32 Chicago he believes she misused the funds, creating protection for herself, which took more officers off the street patrol to fight crime. The news outlet found the officers assigned to Henyard worked endless hours of overtime, which in turn cost taxpayers more money. So clearly the Root just wants to take headlines and not look into anything. Former village trustee Valeria Stubbs, who publicly criticized the mayor, claimed she was retaliated against by Henyard. She told the New York Post Henyard repeatedly intimidated and harassed her at her home, including sending hitmen to SHOOT up the vehicles of 2 of her tenants. Stubbs alleged Henyard made allies with the police department on purpose so they'd ignore the complaint she made against the mayor. WGN Investigates found the Dalton The village of Dalton owed over $427,000 to a street paving company for work done in 2002. So can we pause for a second? Because if Big Tiff is taking care of the trees, the potholes, the windows, and bingo, and everything on the outside, then help me understand how anyone who works outside is owed any money. Where did 427,000 go to? On top of that, a bank threatened to repo vehicles belonging. It's not funny. On top of that, a bank threatened to repo vehicles belonging to the village, including cop cars, due to unpaid balances. A tree trimming company is also owed $400,000 for work they did in 2023, the report said. For other vendors, the report found another $50,000 is owed in overdue payments. The mayor admitted in a board meeting that there's a $2 million deficit the village is facing. However, she held a random $1 million Facebook giveaway in February 2024 in honor of Black History Month per Fox 32. With this stuff with the tree trimming, when one of the things that she touts the most is she takes care of the outside for everybody. Like that's some big deal, ma'am. People who own homes should take care of their own outside, and your government, I guess, facility is supposed to take care of the common areas outside of the homeowner stuff. So why can't that be taken care of? That should just work like clockwork. How come nothing in Dalton just works like clockwork? There is a problem with everything, but we just supposed to ignore it. And none of you coloreds are talking about it, meaning media, Roland, all the people that Black Lives Matter to, Ben Crump. How come nobody calling out to Ben? Oh, I'm lying. Carl Wilson allegedly reached out to Ben Crump and ain't heard nothing back. Even though it's the police. They're not white, so Ben's not interested. In my opinion, if the officer was white, Black and brown people don't count. They don't care about that. Only when they white and the person deleted is Black. Concerning response to essay claim, Henyard's former assistant alleged she was SH'd by a trustee on Henyard's board. When she told Henyard about it, the mayor responded that if the incident went public, she'd be ruined.
Girl, good night. Pick a bed and go to sleep.
So they putting everything together, but they're not offering any sort of commentary. Wrongful termination. It's like, which one, child? After Henyard's former assistant reported the essay claims against the trustee, she claimed the mayor promised she'd take care of it, but was involuntarily placed on an unpaid medical leave and soon terminated, per NBC Chicago. Imagine being on leave and you get fired. I mean, unless you on a leave, like a medical leave, and you can't lift and you outside surfing, I'm just a little confused as to nothing has been taken care of is the thing. Absolutely nothing has been taken care of. And Big Tiff could easily go and prove that people are lying if they were and get like that off the plate. If that makes sense. Her plate is so full, like a whole table is so full with so many things. She can't get nothing off damn table, but more is coming onto it. Why aren't you working to get those things off of your plate? All she's saying is it's a smear campaign. No, you're a smear campaign. You're a smear, Big Tiff. You're the problem, ma'am. I don't care what nobody says. Another suspicious termination. Former maintenance manager Dwayne Thrash, shout out to Dwayne, filed a lawsuit alleging in 2023 he was terminated while on vacation after refusing to cooperate in a scheme where Henyard and her assistant planned to fire an attorney and replace them with a firm preferred by the mayor's assistant, per the Washington Examiner. That's right, Delgado, you ain't off the list. I don't care if you quit or not. Your ass has been involved with a few things and you need to go down too.
Figure out why Delgado won't unass that seat.
Henyard was alleged to spearhead a $200,000 payment in a no-bid, no-contract deal with a suburban construction company, which has been linked to multiple corruption cases. Child, that's just a coincidence, child. Child, that's just a coincidence. It's not Big Tiff's fault. She ain't do nothing wrong. She the good spirit. She the good spirit. She is the, child, she the beacon of light now, if you didn't know. Linked to multiple corruption cases featuring one where the owner allegedly tried to run a scheme to clear thousands in unpaid taxes from family-owned properties per the Illinois Answers Projects. FBI raid. The mayor was served a subpoena last month in connection to an investigation into the village's permitting and licensing practices per WGN News. The FBI documents sought a series of financial documents including payroll, reimbursement, travel, and expenses. Hinyard, in particular, was accused of denying permits to those whose businesses she considers unfaithful to her. She's denied those claims. She's admitted to nothing. She does absolutely nothing wrong. And I would like to know what's going on with Rinkies and Dinkies and Linkies and all them people with the boom boom room in the back. Like, what's going on with all those people? Where they at? What they doing? Are they still out of business? How are they hanging on? If anyone knows or anybody in Dalton is listening, send them people my way because I would love to revisit and talk to them because I want them to know we ain't forgotten nobody, child. It's just a lot to keep up with. A Black Bald Cancer Foundation. Hinyard boasting her plans of creating the Tiffany Hinyard Cares Foundation in 2022. However, upon the other allegations this year of frivolous spending, she began distancing herself from the charity, claiming she doesn't have a foundation and denied knowing anything about the Illinois Attorney General's office banning the organization from raising any money per the Illinois Answers Project. Boyfriend support payments. One of the people served a federal subpoena in the investigation into the sketchy construction project was Kamal Woods. According to Fox 32 and Illinois Answers Project, Woods was identified in Hinyard's divorce. They got this all wrong. It says Woods, which is Kamal, was identified in Hinyard's divorce. Tiffany ain't never been married. Records as her girlfriend and was accused of earning a highly lucrative salary coming up to over $100,000 a year in addition to working private security for local government. So now Kamal is private security, child, please. Is this the only... This picture is horrible. I'm going to make sure I use it more often. Shady Village admin. Oh, no, not Big Keith. Come on, Big Keith. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Illinois announced charges against Dalton Senior Administrator Keith Douglas Freeman in connection to allegations of bankruptcy, fraud, underreporting income, and submitting old income tax returns per ABC7 Chicago. Freeman's position was questioned by Dalton's trustees over whether Hinyard hired him as an employee or on contract. I'm pretty sure she gave a clear answer on that. I won't hold my breath. Township funded t-shirts. Oh, Lord, I tell you. According to Illinois Answers Project, the Township of Dalton was billed $17,000 for merchandise Hinyard used for herself and her foundation. After a federal subpoena requested the documents related to that payment and found the invoice for the merchandise went out just one day after Hinyard's foundation was submitted to the state. Ain't nothing wrong with that, child. It just happens to be a coincidence, that's all. We trust Big Tiff around here. Not us. Not ever. No way. Those are the top 17, I guess, that they were able to come up with nothing being said. But I'm going to give them an nth amount of credit for at least acknowledging it and speaking to it because no other Black publications will. There's not even the blogs that speak about this. We already know the colors are not talking about this. There is no Tiffany Cross and Angela Rye and all the Al. Even Roland is staying away. Somebody tried to tell me, oh, he talked to one of the trustees. Yeah, we already know that. He ain't on her ass the way he is on everybody else's ass with regard to this damn election.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't Black.
Playing in y'all's faces. But anyway, that's it. That's all with regard to this. The Root gets no credit really from me, but nobody else wants to talk about this. So shout out to you two because we'll do it. That's it. That's all. Like this daggone video. Make sure you comment, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.
Because y'all got false narratives out there and y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all Black. Y'all are Black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a Black woman that's in power.
Superman. You're going to jail.
You're going to jail, Gatto. Unask that seat. Unask that seat. Unask that seat.
To express my deepest gratitude to Tiffany Hinyard and her team for their commendable efforts to better our community.
Listen, come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. Dumb ass, say it.